Hello, peoples. So here is a button that I got from, what's the name of the place? I think I got these from Joanne Fabrics. I'm almost positive. It must be. Anyway, we're going to play with this one today. I also picked these up as well. Handmade for you with love. I thought that would be cute. Oh, and the girls are saying hey. Hey. Great. So, oh, ow. Sorry. I'm going to bring in this little box of things just to show you. These, so some of these are things that I picked up someplace. And a lot of this is from Bisou Boutique. I'll try to put in the bottom her website. She has an Etsy site as well. She also has a Facebook page. Anyway, she had like a grab bag of items, just broken pieces of jewelry, and I'm snagging some to use on this piece here. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a few things. Let me see. Can I bring you up a little bit? Hang on. Oops. Nope, that wasn't right, was it? Oh, I think it's this one. We're going for a ride, people. Hang on. Whee! All right. That should be better. The hard part is that a lot of these things I really like, and I'm like, oh, do I want to use this now or later? And so I have issues with that. So what I'm looking for is some things that just speak to me. And well, everything speaks to me. That's the problem. But I'm looking for things that I think will go well in there. And although I might pick out a lot more than I actually need or want, I want to have some flexibility so that I can, oh, I love these. So that I can turn things, manipulate. See, a few of the things are broken. You see there, that's broken. But that doesn't matter because it's like a collage. I don't know what they're yelling at, to be quite honest with you. They're yelling at something. I have no clue. Alright, let's play with that for a bit. Let's see what else do we have over here. I really have a hard time just not looking through all this stuff. It just sparks interest in me, and then I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do the other thing. And it's, oh, overwhelming in some in some ways. Very overwhelming. Alright, that'll do it for this. That's the only thing that strikes my fancy from here. So that's what we're going to work with. And we've just got to get started. That's how I found that this works best. I'm still here. I know it was quiet for a while. Alright, so there are a few things that I believe I should need. And I was peeking around looking for the B6000, but I started to clean in here. And I put things in a box and I kind of moved them around. I didn't quite find it yet. Alright, so let's bring you back down so you can be closer. And I can look through and make sure I'm still in the finder. Alright, looks good. Okay, we seem to be centered here. There's all the things. So first, let me just, you're smart people, you can look and see what it is I have. So these are my soft flex that my son got me. They're really good. They've lasted years. He got me a whole set, and they've been the best that I've worked with so far. I have tons because as I was progressing, going through, I would find that certain things worked and certain things, maybe I needed a second pair and I'd pick something up real inexpensive, that kind of thing. Alright, so first of all, when I do this, I have to remind myself, because sometimes I get stuck with putting things off because I don't want to waste it, if that makes sense. You know, like I want to save it. I think sometimes us as crafters, we tend to be hoarders, and that's what it seems like. You know, we're always saving things because we want that perfect project. Well, here's the thing. If I need to get another one of these buttons, I just have to go to a sewing store and find it. Now, let's say to some degree something comes up and this isn't going to be available. All right, that's it. So what? We at least have, we have started something, we have tried. So it's not a loss. It's better to have used it, and you could take it apart again if you really have to, unless you sell it. And if you sell it, yay! Isn't that the point? Alright, hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I have a bar pin to put on here because we need a way for this to be put on. Now, it could, here's my thinking, you could very easily just glue this on at the end, right? and that way you're not worried about it. But the thing is, I know that I'm more likely, if I was going to wear this, I'm more likely willing to wear it as a pin as opposed to, because the way I work in my job, my real life, I can't wear anything that'll dangle in front of me, because it has to either be very close to my neck or very, very, very small. So this would end up being pretty big. So first things first, let's just get this in here. This is a pretty sturdy wire. It's a copper core. Just gonna, I'm not sure, I think it's 18 gauge. Almost positive it is. So I just need to get a bend in here. Hopefully you're seeing this. Alright. You can always just add a little glue, but since I have the hold, I'm going to utilize that and put it to my advantage. So let's see. I'm just going to take some of this off. I don't need all that much. So the reason why they're barking, and I shouldn't have known, I never remember. I figure they bark at anybody who walks by. But I think they were barking because the lawn people are next door. Alright, so to get this in, it's not easy because it's pretty hard. I would rather, oops. It's the singing gardener. Oh, that's funny. Hear him? I'm sure you guys can hear him. Maybe not. I hear him over the lawnmower. He's right next door. Which is why I think my dog gets a little upset, because she hears him singing. He's not bad. Better than I am. Alright. There we go. And I have not forgotten about my promise to do a dog training video. At the moment, the only thing that's really motivating me is my jewelry. I love spending time doing this, and then I like to do my, alright, I have to pull this towards me for a second, just so I have some leverage. There we go. And my drawing. I just absolutely love just to draw once in a while, just to sit and doodle. I don't know what else to call it. Alright, I've got to pull it towards me again. So I needed to have some leverage to pull it towards me. Okay. And push that in here. I bought a camera at Goodwill. It was a Canon, and it was $12. I I had to buy a new memory card for it, but it works, which I was really surprised. Because apparently somewhere along in this mess in here, there is my other camera. I remember I took it with us. I thought I took it with us. Yes, I did take it with us when we went. We went away in February. We went for a weekend, and I don't recall what I did with it after that. Okay. Now, one of the things you have to do when you do this, you have to make sure you keep it pretty firm. There's a little glue wouldn't hurt this, and it would just be an added stability. But like I just saying, I was looking for my E6000. I can't seem to find it. And I think it's good to have the mechanical means of attachment as well, because it just makes it that much more stable. There we go. Turn this. At least the singing gardener is done. Okay, let's I'm going to cut this down a little bit. It sounds like bug. Let's go. Right here. There it is. Now, you don't have to comment. I had it facing down into the table when I clipped it. I know you should put your finger over it. So, just have to get that down just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, if I find a little glue, we would be all set. See, it's got a little wiggle to it. And it'll be fine. Trust me, it'll be fine. Okay, so now I've got that. It's going to be facing me. So I'm going to design it so that it sits right like that. Puppy time. Alright, and one of the things you need is a base. This is a base, but it's concave, so things will fall in, and I'd rather not have that just yet. I'd rather have a little bit. I like the shape of it, obviously, but I want this to have some balance, some way of balancing it. This one hits more on all sides. The color on the outside looks pretty good. It matches a little bit. There's a little bit of a brownish, reddish brownish color match here. And I think it would work. It sort of masks really well this part. Now the best thing would be to go in here and wire this in and come out this way. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go in here and catch my wire. This is my 22 gauge copper wire I got from Rio Grande. I'm just going to clip off maybe 12-inch or so piece, and I'm going to hook it through. Oh. Gonna hook it through here. All right. And I think I'm just gonna go straight through. I was gonna twist it, but I'm just gonna do this. Try to get them both into the holes back there. Here we go. Now, all you really want to be careful of is that you don't make whatever you put in here get into your way of clipping. So there's plenty of room in there. And if I find that this is like too much, I can just clip those off. Oops, this side didn't get into the hole. So I have to take care of that. Hang on. All right, let's go. There we go. So just need to get that in that hole. There. Oops. Come on. There's enough room. Share, share. It's only fair. There we go. That's it. Okay, pulling all of this really taut. I want this to be like that. Good. Bring this down here, and I'm pulling on this piece and really hanging on to my copper wire here. Should probably open this up so I can get a better grip. Alright, there we go. Doing a right angle on both sides. Pulling really taut. Okay. There we go. That looks good. I might be able to remove that. But here's what I'm worried about. If I do that, there's that. I'm going to loosen that up too much. So I'm just going to flatten it as best I can. And I'm pulling it this way, and I'm going to try to come right back up again. I may not be able to get through the same hole, which is alright. See, I'm going through that hole there. And pull it tight. And watch your fingers. And pull. Good. Now I'm going to go through the other side. Pull this in. Get it to come out wherever it finds its little hole. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the tip of the, whatever these are called, and pushing them in. Ooh, there we go. Pulling this way, and this way. And I want this to be parallel with this. So, there we go. A little bit more. There we go. Yeah, it kind of sunk in, but that's alright. I still have my base. It's a better base than I had before. That goes like that. Clipped, and now that's the top. Alright. So, let's get this centered here. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep these free for a moment because I want to go through some of the things I got here. And sometimes these are really good to hang on to because they seem like a better quality that you would get, and they match color-wise. I like that. I like that. And this is what I do with this. This has the hoop loss there, or whatever it's called. So I get in as close as I can and clip it. Right? Then I take an emery board or file. In this case, this is a acrylic nail file, and it's one of the finer ones. This is like the ones that they use to. There's the black ones that have a really roughness to it, and this is more of a finer. And it really works well. Polishing and getting it down. Alright, make sure it doesn't have any edge. And since I do have that, I'm going to go across and around so we age it. I like the finish sometimes when you do it with this. See, it's makes a nice matte. I like it. I'm kind of drawn to that thing, that matte look. You know, you can fast forward by going into the little wheel that's down. Looks like a wheel. It's for settings, I think. And you can make it go faster when I go through stuff that's pretty boring. So we could make that a focal, I don't know. Something like that. See, now I go through this dilemma because I'm thinking, wow, this would make really cute earrings. You know? Let's see. Definitely have to find my glue. This would be so much easier. Now, here's where I come to a point where I need to think things through. Now, I don't mind having different metals, excuse me, I don't mind having the different metals involved in this because I kind of like that look. But when we talk about stones and color, if I had, there are times I think I would use this green because green in nature, I can't remember who taught me this. One day it'll come to me. But I was told if it goes together in nature, if nature puts it together, then it should go together when you color, when you put colors together. So, for example, I think it was something to do with floral work that I did. There we go. Hey, we found another use for those darn things. Look at that. Okay. And they said if the person said if it goes together in nature, it'll go together when you in your flowers, when you put your flowers together. Oh, where'd you guys go? How'd you get over there? Sorry about that. I don't remember moving you. So anyway, the greens are fine, but in this case, I'm not liking the green. Okay, but the gold seems to go well, and silver. Let's see. So I think you're getting the idea of how this all comes together, right? to do it this way. Now all I'm doing is looking to see if I like that. If I like it, I would cut it and then glue it in there. I'm not sure. It's not thrilling me just yet. I think I need something else. So I like having the butterfly wings behind this little cherub. The cherub. See, almost like he's a fairy. Wow, I can't believe it's already been a half an hour. You guys must be bored to tears. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Well, you get the idea. I got to go find my E6000. I'll do another one. And I'm working on the dog training. If you're interested in a movie review, I'm going to be uploading that next. And I will see you guys later. Bye!